Hey, what's up, Nerd Squad? We're back with another NFL record prediction. Before I get started, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to leave a thumbs up. And in the comments section below, make sure you leave a prediction of your favorite team's record in 2020. Let me know what you think their record will be. As well as today, we're going to be doing the Philadelphia Eagles record prediction. Also leave your prediction in the comments section below. Let me know what you think their record will be. And let's jump right into it. Week 1, we have the Eagles at the Redskins. And right off the bat, I'm sorry, Redskins fans, I don't think you're going to be good this year. I really don't. It's going to be a rough season. I don't think Ron Rivera will be enough to revamp that team. The offense is atrocious. The offensive line isn't very good. I'm still not sold on Dwayne Haskins. If Alex Smith comes back, maybe they could make a little bit of a spark. But I'm not quite sure if he's really ready to come back in 2020. So I guess we'll see what happens there. And their defense just isn't. I mean, their defense is good. It's improved at least. But they're not going to be a good team. The Eagles are taking that one. Week 2, we have the Rams at the Eagles. This is a team where they lost a lot of pieces, but still have a very explosive offense. The Rams, I see having a better offense, while the Eagles have a better defense. I like some of the matchups here. I could definitely see it going either way, but I feel like it'll come down to coaching. And right here, I feel like Sean McVay is such a good offensive coach that I just really think the Rams are going to take this one. I like all the matchups. I like Rams' running back duo of Cam Akers and Malcolm Brown. Again, I could see it going either way, but I think the Rams take it. Week 3, we have the Bengals at the Eagles, and Bengals, it's still not your year. Still in a rebuild. Joe Burrow's not going to bring you to an 11-5 record. It's not happening. Eagles are taking that one. Week 4, we have the Eagles at the 49ers. This one is one where I feel like there could definitely be potential for an upset. I feel like the 49ers are the better team, but the Eagles still have such a good offensive line, and I'm knocking on wood here. I think Carson Wentz will finally stay healthy for the whole season. I really do. They're much improved at the wide receiver position and in the corner position too. I think the Eagles take this one. It's going to be close. I mean, I could definitely see it going either way. I really want to say it's the 49ers, but I think the Eagles take it. I really do. Week 5, we have the Eagles at the Steelers. Overall, I think the Steelers have just the better defense, and with Ben Roethlisberger coming back and some of their younger, talented wide receivers, I feel like the Steelers will pull off a close win. But I mean, Eagles have a talented roster as well. I could see it going either way here. Week 6, we have the Ravens at the Eagles, and this one I don't really see an upset or anything happening. I think the Ravens take it. Lamar Jackson is incredible. I don't think he's really going to regress at all this year. You know, that offense is just too powerful. And they have a really good defense too. And good coaching. I just don't really see the Eagles winning this one. Week 7, we have the Giants at the Eagles. I feel like they'll split with the Giants. I really do. Giants have kind of an underrated roster, especially offensively. Plus, divisional games go either way. Giants and Eagles games are pretty commonly, only within a score or two. So I think it's appropriate that they split here. Week 8, we have the Cowboys and Eagles. I think they'll split with the Cowboys too. Cowboys and Eagles have been one of the most compared teams in the league, quite possibly the most compared set of teams in the league. Both talented rosters. Dak and Wentz get compared a lot. They both have good offensive lines, both have good defenses. Cowboys have better wide receivers and I think a better running back, but the Eagles improved their wide receivers too, and Miles Sanders is going to be good this year too. So I think it'll be close, but I think they'll split here. So Cowboys win this one. Oh, I didn't mention earlier, I do think the Eagles will actually sweep the Redskins. So there you go there. I guess jumping up to week 11, we have the Eagles at the Browns. And, I mean, the Browns, I think, will do better than they did in 2019. But I don't think they're going to, shock the league and, be this 13-3 team. And I think the Eagles are just the better team right now. Again, it's that defense. The Eagles have an incredibly talented defense, and their offensive line is no laughing matter. They improved spots where they needed to. Plus, in the chance that Carson Wentz does get hurt, I think Jalen Hurts is honestly very slept on quarterback, and I think can do really well for the Eagles in Wentz's absence. So, week 12, we have the Seahawks at the Eagles. These games are always really fun. The Seahawks beat the Eagles in the playoffs this last year, but the Eagles also had who was their backup quarterback there? He was a veteran that had been on quite a few teams. I cannot think of his name right now. But anyways, yeah, had a backup quarterback there, and it was still a pretty dang close game. I think the Eagles take this one. I think even though the Seahawks improved their offensive line, I just don't think it's good enough to handle that Eagles defensive line. I think they'll get a lot of pressure on Russell Wilson and win in a close game. Week 13, we have the Eagles at the Packers. Eagles also tend to play the Packers relatively well, actually. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have, in my opinion, a phenomenal year. He's really upset about the Jordan Love pick. I think he's going to ball out and do really well. But I think this is going to be one game where he struggles a little bit, and I think the Eagles actually take what I would consider to be kind of an upset. But, I mean, I feel like these teams are really comparable. They're close to the same level, but I would still consider the Packers the favorite, and the Eagles win it in an upset, if that makes sense. And then week 14, we have the Saints at the Eagles. I have the Saints going here. Obviously, this last week, Drew Brees made some comments that got a lot of the Saints players riled up, and very much disagreeing with him, and I think it'll cause some locker room troubles, but I don't think it's going to be enough to really, like, completely derail them. The Saints played the Eagles really tough, it seems like. Drew Brees is still playing at a high level. Michael Thomas is really, really good. You know, I think the Saints win it. Week 15, we have the Eagles at the Cardinals. Like I said in my Cardinals prediction, they're a much improved team. If they don't make the playoffs this year, they will next year for sure. But the Eagles' defense, like I've mentioned a few times, is just, it's too solid right now, and I'm not quite sure with the Cardinals' defense that they'll really be able to do a whole lot. So, I mean, I think the Eagles take this one in a, honestly, 10-point victory. So that brings the Eagles' record to 10-6. Let me know if I'm a little rough on the Eagles or if I'm giving them too much credit. Let me know your prediction in the comment section below if you haven't left it already. Again, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like on the video, and I will see you next time. Later.